All right, shout out to JK here. We got Abdul Carter. Abdul Carter breakdown. I was looking for him, but I was multitasking watching the highlights to this game. I'm taking care of my baby, doing a fantasy draft, trying to respond to chat. So it's like I'm doing a lot while I was watching this game. So shout out to JK for the breakdown.
Very quick Abdul Carter film
Let's see.
here because we only saw him for a few snaps, and a handful of those he wasn't even really a factor in just due to
On paper, this D line is one of the best in the league, maybe top 10. You could argue a top 5 D line. Argue like healthy if they healthy. It's a very very good D line.
the way to play concept was. But he did have a couple of injuries.
Is Kayvon gonna be playing inside? That's my question. That's what I'm wondering because Burns and Abdul, I'm assuming, are on the edge. So are they moving Kayvon inside? I'm not a Giants fan, so y'all help me out in the comment section, please.
Interesting plays, so I figured why not make just a quick video talking about it. Let's talk about those really those two plays I want to talk about. First, this is going to be a pass rush play, although there is going to be a play action, and I think Carter's going to kind of use that to his advantage. So watch what happens. When this play begins, you're going to see, so he's going up one-on-one against Deion Dawkins, who is a very good pass protecting tackle for the Buffalo Bills. But you see what Carter is doing is he's essentially reading this play, and he's kind of doing two things. One, he realizes how far Dawkins has stepped back and recognizes that if you're going that far back, this probably isn't a rushing play. Sometimes the offensive lineman can tell you a lot more than the quarterback and running back can do in these types of situations. And he also knows that if Dawkins is that far back, maybe he can try for an inside move. Watch his hands and watch how he uses his left hand and then his right hand.
The fact that Dawkins let him that far inside is interesting to me.
For an inside move. Watch his hands and watch how he uses his left hand and then his right hand and puts the right hand up to get Dawkins's right hand.
Like he edge protection. If anything, you take the inside of what he's pretty deep inside. You know what I mean? Like his whole body is angled towards the QB.
Out of position, because if you're going for an inside move against a left tackle, that right hand is going to be what's important. Of course, if you weren't able to get the hand placement, you could get pushed to the inside and give up containment. And here, that is kind of the one criticism.
Wow.
Actually bring down Trubisky, which does give up containment. So Trubisky also took a massive hit there.
That's interesting, though, because with Abdul not being on the outside, great pressure. But with Abdul not being on the outside, it allows Trubisky to roll out to the left. So it's interesting.
But to me, that's still
good pressure. Hey, good
positive.
Hey, good job by Mitch getting that out.
It shows
that was nice.
Again, a good starting left tackle. Like that's promising right off the bat. Even if he didn't ultimately get
wow.
Sack. This next play, another interesting one. So he's going up one-on-one against Dawkins.
Let me know your thoughts on that play specifically. Definitely, please, in the comment section. I want some insightful stuff down there. I'm only one person. I only know what I know. So yeah, definitely help me out.
And again is going to try and use his athleticism and then also his hands here. When this play begins, going for more of a speed move here, going to the outside, using that right hand to get Dawkins' left hand out of position now to try and just get around him. Definitely, something you want to see him be able to do, and something he's, at this point, in very good position to succeed. However, this time Dawkins is able to push him behind the quarterback, so really good recovery from Dawkins. That is just something you're going to have to, figure out at the NFL level. Guys are really strong and.
Damn, bro, he's quick. I see Kayvon on the edge right here. They got this is so interesting with Kayvon.
Gonna have to figure out
at the
NFL level. Guys are
they got 3 DNs pretty much
strong, and just because you can get past them doesn't mean you can win, like was the case in the NFL. In college. So a couple of interesting things. One thing, it does seem like the speed and the hands are working. We just have to wait and see if the strength can fully work at the next level. Only saw a few snaps, but again, if you can beat Deion Dawkins once, that's a good thing. Doesn't mean you can beat him every time, but listen, there's a lot of guys if you threw out there would beat him 0 times. So I'd still say that's good stuff. And you saw the athleticism and the hands really work. So yeah, again, quick film study, but those are my thoughts. What are yours? Let me know in the comments below.
Man, gosh, I wish. Oh, I wish it was more. Good vid, bro. Good vid. Appreciate you making time out today to make this video. Um, the strength and quickness is there. For sure the quickness. That first play, how he got inside like that was very interesting. Um, let me see.
Advantage. So watch what happens when this play again. You're gonna see.
Bro.
So he's going up one-on-one against Deion Dawkins, who is a very good pass protecting tackle for the Buffalo Bills. But you see what Carter is doing is he's essentially, and he realizes how far Dawkins has stepped back and recognizes that if you're going that far back, this probably isn't a rushing play. Sometimes the offensive lineman can tell you a lot more than the quarterback and running back can do in these types of situations. And he also knows that if Dawkins is that far back, maybe he can try for an inside move. Watch his hands and watch how he
I don't know. It's just kind of wild to me to think how he got this deep inside. You know what I mean? Like just weird on the part of the offensive lineman, but wild on a good side for Abdul. Like that's very good. Y'all have any other thoughts in the comment section, man? Appreciate y'all for watching. Subscribe, stay tuned, stay blessed.